Hi, just a quickie. Come down to have a little look at the greenhouse and noticed my Philobolus was in bloom. Philobolus resurgens. There's the flower. It may open up a little bit more, but I thought I'd take it now while it's nice and sunny out. And there we are, that's Philobolus resurgens. The label's got Philobolus resurgens. The label needs to be redoing, but there's the flowers, there's the plants, very old. I've got another one, as you know, at the back here, which I was hoping that was going to oblige as well with a flower. If it did, I could have tickled it up and got some seeds. But anyhow, not to worry, there's still plenty of time. And also, while we're looking at these Mitrophyllums and alloids, and one there's got a bud on, that hasn't opened up yet. Some of them are a bit slower than others to actually come through. This is the time of year when the leaves fill out and they open up, become active when the growing state. Also, some of the other ones at the back here, they're the Myriophytums, which I've shown before, but they're coming on also. But as I say, the main reason for actually doing this was to show you that magnificent Philobolus resurgens, plant named after Louise Bolus of South Africa, the unusual plant, sometimes called Sphelmanthus, but I tend to stick to the old names. I can't keep writing out labels. Anyhow, what else is in here that you haven't seen from last time? Maybe more in bloom. I know you like the old blooms. Few lithops. They're in their full blooms now. It just happens the sun's come out. We should be expecting a bit of strong winds tonight. Let's hope they're going to be okay. As I say, someone was asking how to know when the plants had to be rested. It's a bit tricky to say. The ones that she was talking about, I don't know, was the Agaroderma silver skins. Let's have a look. I don't know if I've got anything at the moment to really show what I'm getting at or what I'm trying to get at. We've got one Agaroderma, the other one's in the other house. Now, as you can see, we've got an Agaroderma there, a silver skin. Agaroderma simply means silver skin, and they have to be grown either in a greenhouse or a bright sunny window. They do like to get direct light. You could modify it by adding a bit of artificial lights. LED is obviously the one that you would use today. But anyhow, this person was asking when to water it. Well, we can see that it's had its flowers and the leaves are starting to shrivel up. So what I would do is to withhold the water more or less from now onwards. Let the outer leaves dry up. You'll get a new pair of leaves form within the old. And sometimes I tend to be a bit naughty and help out with a small amount of water just before the leaves are completely ready. But you have to be careful because you can make them split easily, as you saw some of mine, the leaves have split. Anyway, I hope that has answered the question. It's not easy. it's trial and error. A lot of it can be seen by just looking at the plants. I can show you fenestrarias, or a fenestraria there which is not looking too good. In fact, it's very flaccid, I think that's the word they use. It's lacking the nice plumpness. It's not looking too good. That would really should not be watered. If you water it now, it's likely you'll rot it off completely. So they should look something like that. There's one there in bloom. Yeah, the fenestrarias, they tend to, as I say, resting where you get the new leaves within the old ones, but that plant is not looking very good at all. Most of these plants, so I can show you the Pliospilus, the red form, that I've grown it wrong. You shouldn't really get more than a new leaf pair within the old. Here you can see 3. I don't know why, but there we are. Slow it down, give the water sparingly. Let's have a look at the other one. Now there's the other one, that's also got a new body within the old. It's just a careful watering and watching them. They should in theory be like that. You just have your 2 leaf pairs, your outer and the inner. Sometimes they go wrong, you get 3 leaves instead of 2. But those 3, they are correct. They're doing the correct thing. I see I've got a couple more here. I rather like Pliospilus. There's another Nelly. There's a Simulans and another Nelly. They're all getting to the stage now where the water would have to be withheld, so the inner leaf pair develops and the outer leaf pair slowly absorbs into the new pair. I notice we've got a fenestraria there. That doesn't look too good. I would be very careful and just water. Well, I wouldn't water. Just watch it. It might rot off, you never know. I think fenestrarias are a plant you have to have more than one, so you are covered if you have a mishap and something goes wrong. Then I only brought this down to talk about Philobolus resurgens, but I did remember someone was inquiring about the Agarodermas, I suppose the mesems in general. There's a nice pink flowered Gibeum. My Corydoxus peculiaris. Now with those you should withhold water, because you're getting the new growths forming within the old, and that is the time to say, right, no more drink. Just watch them. If they dehydrate too much, then I tend to dribble a little bit of water in, but at the moment they're nice and plump, and I would withhold water. Also check this time of year for pests. I've got the methylated spirits, marvellous stuff. All you need to do is just get a little artist brush like we've got here, dip it in and paint it on to the offending parts, which could be mealybugs. Their fluffiness, just wet them, and hopefully that'll put pay to them. While talking about bugs, you might notice I've had to put slug bait on several of the things. For some unknown reason, this area seems to have more snails than it should have, and they are a right pest. I won't show the damage they've done in here because it really shows up in one of the other greenhouses. And funny enough, it's where a group of conophytums have gone to rest, and they're not very healthy. They're in the stage of perhaps going over and rotting, and that seems to attract the snails even more. But anyhow, I've used this stuff. Look, it's everywhere. I came down last night with the old torch. You often find snails and that you can see them, pick them out if you've got a torch and just look at the stuff. Some more in there, see, and I was a bit upset about that, and I'm afraid I grabbed hold of the tin of slug bait and sling it more or less everywhere. It won't hurt the plants. As you can see, I put it on the seedlings. And being damp, that attracts the snails even more. So that's, if you're wondering what that blue stuff is, it's good old slug bait. It does work. Also, I use it in the garden on the opuntias, because when they produce their new soft growths, the snails love it. It's a pain in the neck, but I suppose we can't have everything. So good dusting with that stuff seems to help. Anyhow, any questions please ask. As I say, I'm hoping I've answered, or perhaps partly answered, the question about when to water and when not. This also depends on what country you're in. I'm obviously talking about England. It could vary, but generally the plants are either summer growers or winter growers. And I think I've covered it, but if there's anything else you want to know, please come back to me and I'll try and fill in the spaces that I haven't filled in. I do like looking at my Xeriosequias. They've done very well this year. Well, that one there's gone right up the roof, but they haven't flowered yet. I want them to flower. They might do. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Any help I can give you, I will. I'm also still waiting on that other light unit for an aquarium. I will tell you more about that next time if it ever arrives. And there rests the story. But anyhow, that is another story. So I'll catch you again. Thank you, and please subscribe, please comment, good or bad, preferably good, and we will see you again. Thanks for watching.